Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Harvest, and this will be my first ever play of it. I've been enjoying doing videos like this because you get to see just how easy it is, or maybe hard if it's a heavier game, to get a solo game in if it's new to you. So I've got this already set up. I'm not going to go through the setup in this case because you can follow the rulebook pretty closely to get it just like this. I'll be playing with the Gary, which will mimic essentially two players placing out their wheelbarrows. And so this is a summary of what those phases will look like for playing with Gary. And then over here, we already have the button. This will only just track my score. There will be some score ranges that we'll try to beat if we by the time the game ends. I have all of my supplies kind of off screen here, and also some additional tiles that will be placed here off to the side, but everything else should be pretty much in view. The character I am using is Willow the Wolf. So this has Harvest Howler. I would gain 2 acorns or 2 coins and water per crop type harvested. Normally you just gain 1. So that's pretty neat. You start with 1 wheat and one coin. And then we also have upgraded enemy bowls, I guess is what they call it. So I'm using these instead of a wheelbarrow for my worker placements. We have the tractor here tracking the round. And then we have various sections of the board which we'll explore as we play the game. So again, the setup is pretty straightforward. You can follow the rulebook for the setup. I'm gonna dive right in. So first things first, we will draw and reveal tiles. Revealing, oh, those are the wrong tiles. We gotta reveal the sunrise tiles, which looks like this. So for the sunrise tiles, you're going to be drawing 3 of them. And then you're putting them face up. With Gary, you're drawing a 4th, and you're placing it underneath his card. But just in this case, I'll put it up here so it's visible. The number to the right is the order of the turns in the round. So unfortunately, Gary is going to be number 2, which means he would be going first no matter what because all these numbers are greater than 2. So maybe we'll just focus on the benefits we'll be getting out of these. So let's see. We will, maybe it'd be nice to get some crops first. So let's choose that one. And we'll put the sunrise token there, and then we will shuffle these back into the deck. All right. So because Gary has a higher number, or not a higher number, but a number in the initiative order of 2, which would go before 5, Gary would be revealing 2 tiles during the action phase, and let's see. Oh wait, I think we have to I have to first do my action. So I gain 3 acorns. I gain those. Got all the money here. And I also gain a strawberry into my inventory. Okay, so now we will go through where he will place 2 of his workers on his turn. So general store, the up arrow means it will be the topmost. So general store will be here, and then the other one is the workshop. That's going to be up here. So basically he's going to block our way. All right, so now it's our turn, and we get to decide where we put one of our 3 workers. I think I'd like to clear land, but I'm not sure. And the clear land icon is basically this. The red axe. So in that case, maybe Yeah, I do want to clear land, so I think I'll go ahead and do this. I could choose any 2 of these actions as long as I can pay for it. I'll spend 2 to do this action and clear land. I'll clear this one. And then that land goes here. Then when you clear land, I want to just double check. You're removing a forest tile and placing it building side up into the workshop into the highest available empty space. The highest available is up here. And then after that, I get to roll the forest die. Nice, so I gain 1 coin. Now I can choose a different action. It has to be different because that's the what that means. And so when I choose another action, I think I'll choose to upgrade my bucket, and I'll spend a coin to do that. So now my bucket could hold up to 4 water. Or up to 3 water, I guess. Sorry. All right. So that was my action. They will go now and place 2 of their actions, 1 on the general store again, and then 1 on the farmer's market. Okay. Back to me. I'd like to get to do 3 actions. I'll spend the current round cost, which is 1, round 1, and then I'll be able to do 3 actions as long as I can afford it. So that is part of the fields. So in the fields, I can decide to harvest, which is here. I could tend or plant. So I guess well, I'm definitely not going to harvest, and I can't tend, and I think I'll just plant. So I'll spend well, I won't need to spend anything to plant this wheat. I'll spend 1 fertilizer to plant my strawberry. All right. And now I could do 1 more action, which is to spend a water to tend. And I will spend 1 and gain 2 strawberries. Just double check the rules here for tending. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and tend twice. So I'll place it here. Okay, so that was my action. Now Gary will take a turn and place their last 2. All right, farmer's market. And then we have the fields. All right. So that'll be the last turn of the round for Gary. And then my final turn, I think I need some fertilizer. So I'm going to go here. I'll gain a coin. And then I'll be able to do 1 of any of these. I think I'll just gain that fertilizer that I wanted. And that's it. So that ends the action. And after that, you'll go into the sunset phase. So we'll retrieve all of these wheelbarrows. I'll retrieve my workers. And then we'll shift the buildings. So we move all the buildings in the workshop 1 area down. So it's like this. And then we'll discard the topmost tiles from the market. So we'll discard that. We'll move the round marker to cover the 2. And then we'll begin the sunrise phase. So during the sunrise phase, we'll need to shuffle these tiles back. Alright, then we'll shuffle these up. And I think in solo it doesn't really matter who chooses what because Gary automatically gets assigned. So, yeah, so we'll draw 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 for Gary. That's a 3 for Gary. And then we have a 1, 5, and 6. I'm not sure we need to care to go first. I think I'd rather get more crops. So we'll choose that as our sunrise token. Shuffle the rest back. Alright, and I'll gain 3 coins. And a strawberry. Okay, so Gary will go first. We're putting 1 on the fields. Then we have another 1 on the field, so that's that. Okay, so I think I need to fill up my water. Let's see the best way to do that. Filling up water. I think I'll go here at the general store. So when we go to the general store, we can do 3 different actions. And I will definitely fill my bucket. By paying 1 cent. And then this goes up to 3. So that's one of my 3 actions. And then I could do the same action twice if I need. I'll get a fertilizer. And then I'll get a pumpkin by paying 3. So I have a pumpkin now. Okay, that's my turn. I'll go on the farmer's market in the workshop. Okay, and then for me, I'm probably gonna wanna plant. So I'll go here and I'll spend, well, I would like more fertilizer so I could plant my pumpkin. So let's see, maybe I will instead do this. But I need money. I don't have enough money. Could just do this. I have 1 cent. Yeah, let's go here, which means I will increase, well, I'll pay my one coin to make to upgrade my bucket by 1, and then that means I could upgrade a seed. So I'll upgrade this strawberry into a blueberry. And that's that. Alright, last turn for this round, general store and farmer's market. So those are all blocked. And now I have 1 more action. I think I will do this. And I'll spend 2, 1, 2 to plant a blueberry. Okay. And then when it comes to blueberries, have to double check when they actually get added. Is it when I harvest for the blueberries? So these are the tiles. They're not crops. It can never be harvested in your field. It can be tended again in the future. You do not have to be adjacent. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so I need to tend to them, which won't help. I guess I can. I'll spend 2 water. 1, 2. And I'll put my blueberry on top. And those are the 2 actions I'll be able to do. Because that's just what I have, 2. Alright. I didn't get to plant this, but that's okay. So that is now the sunset phase. And we'll collect all of these. Move this over, move this. And then I think all of these, would they have to go down? I think so. Like that? Is that how it works? And we'll shuffle these back into the Gary deck. And we'll also shuffle in the rest of the sunset tiles. Alright. Well, I think that gives you a sense of how this game would play. You do this 2 more times, and you would just tally up all your points that you would get. And when you harvest is when you get the most points, depending on what you're harvesting. And you track your points here. So if I harvested what I have out here, it would be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 4. So I would have 8 points. In addition, I would have gained a fertilizer. And also per crop type, I would gain coins. So 1, 2, 3, I would gain 3 coins during my harvest. So harvesting is super important, but you don't want to do it when you barely have any crops to harvest. Tending obviously would help. There's a lot of resource management in this game, in addition to just a worker placement. So if you're a fan of that type of gameplay, this is definitely the game for you, especially if you're into solo gaming. I didn't clear enough land to prioritize building any of these buildings, but if I did, they would be taking up a space and they would not move. So they would, you have to choose whether or not you're going to use that space for a building or for your crops. And anything else I didn't touch upon? I think I pretty much did. This icon means any amount of workers can be placed here. So if the AI or Gary were to place their worker here or here, I'd still be able to place my worker there with no issues. But yeah, at the end of the game, you just double check how well you did against the scoring ranges in the rulebook. And of course, there's also the challenges you could also attempt to do during the game. But this is just the standard version of playing with Gary, so I did not have a specific challenge set up for this. Alright, I didn't want to make this too long, but I wanted to give everyone a glimpse of how easy it is to play solo. This was so far so good. I do plan on doing a full playthrough with one of the challenges in a separate video, so look out for that. And if you'd like to see that sooner than later, comment below on your interest in seeing that video. It might move it up in my list in terms of things that I'm recording. Alright, as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!